And then we're going to go ahead and start on our backs. Whether you want to start in Shavasana or bottoms of the feet together, knees apart for Baddha Konasana. Or if you're feeling crazy, want to start in child's pose, by all means, start in child's pose. Do whatever feels right for you this evening. You can even start seated. So find a position that you can quiet your mind and focus on your breath. And then take a long, slow, super full inhale through the nose and just fill up with breath. Keep breathing in. And then open your mouth and let all that air go nice and slow. Slow is the name of our game tonight. We're going slow tonight. Slow inhale through the nose, fill up. Take your time, maybe count for 5, 6, or 7, or 8. And then have that nice slow exhale through the nose if you're comfortable. Otherwise, you can open your mouth. So my quote for you guys tonight is from Desmond Tutu, and it says, "Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world." So take another few deep breaths here. And then together, we're going to take a long, slow inhale. And this time, open your mouth and just say the word ah, make it noisy. You're all on mute, so be as noisy as you want. And then go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Keep squeezing them. Maybe take the knees toward the outside of your rib cage. Give yourself a little more space and let your hips lift off the mat. And then release your hips back down. Bring your thighs together and do some circles with your knees. Go clockwise a couple of times. And then go the opposite way. And then allow both knees to fall to the right. Look over your left arm. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths here. And then come back through center, switch it up. Knees go left, gaze goes right. One more breath. And then come on back to center. We'll do just a little bit of core work just to build some heat tonight. And of course, help build that core strength. So we're gonna start with 2 90-degree angles with your legs. You could flex your toes to keep your legs active. And then we're going to not take your hands behind your head. I had to think about that for a second. Hands on your thighs. So I want you to just press your thighs into your hands and press your hands into your thighs. So you've got this action coming forward in the legs and coming forward in your hands. So you should feel a little engagement in the core right now. So I want you to keep that, keep your left hand on your thigh and keep that engagement. And then inhale, extend your right arm and right leg. So same side. And then exhale, come back to center, press your right hand into your right thigh. Inhale, extend the left limbs. Exhale, bring that back, press them together. Inhale, extend the right. Exhale, right palm to right thigh, and continue that on your own a few times. If you prefer a different regular crunch or a yogi bicycle, by all means take it. Just trying to switch things up for you guys. Challenge your muscles in a new way. Let's do 2 more on each side. When you're done on the left side, or your last side, we're gonna meet with the palms pressing into your knees, or into your thighs. Keep pressing, really put extra energy there. Hold it here for 8. Thighs come forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release those feet to the floor. Walk them towards your body. Inhale, lift your hips, reach your arms up overhead for bridge. And as you exhale, bring the arms back by your sides, spine down to the earth. Do that a few more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come back down. 2 more. This time when you come down, bring those knees back into your chest. We're gonna rock and roll a couple of times, make it feel good. And we'll meet in a seated position. And then from here, just inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, shoulders slide down the back, right palm down, left arm up and over the ear. Try to roll your left shoulder open. Gaze up if that's okay on your neck. Inhale, both arms reach up, look up, and take it the other way. One more breath. And then come on up. We're going to switch the cross of your legs. Inhale, the arms come back up. Bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, get tall, draw the belly button in, and then look back over your right shoulder. Keep looking back. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist more. One more breath. Come back to center. Switch it up. Right hand to left knee. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, look back, draw that belly button in. 2 more breaths. See if you can twist back a little bit more. Suck the belly button in a little bit more. And then come back to center, and we'll crawl those arms out in front of you. You can stay up on those fingertips. Slide the shoulders down your back. One more breath here. And then we're going to come into a tabletop position. Onto the hands and knees. Shoulders are going to be right over your wrist creases, and those knees look down. They should be right under your hip bones. And when you're ready, just start with some cat-cows. And as always, feel free to add in maybe a hip circle or a child's pose. That feels good tonight. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds on your own. Exhales are always the cat pose. So when you've had enough of your cat-cows, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. So you can make your way there whenever you are ready. And when you get there, take your feet a little bit wider than you naturally do. Maybe bend your knees a bit and send your sitting bones up to the sky as you press into both hands. Shake that head out, yes and no. Releasing any muscular tension that you can in the shoulders and neck. And then let's walk the dog, bend one knee at a time. On your next inhale, let's come forward to plank pose. So again, check your wrists. They should be facing the front of your mat. You might need to walk your feet back. I know I always do. And then think about sending your heels energetically to the back of your mat. Engage your quads, gazes forward, neck and extension of your spine. 2 more breaths here. And then let's lower all the way down to your belly. Take your time, we're going slow. Use your strength to control the speed. When you make your way to the belly, let's untuck your toes. Take your fingertips and lace them behind you. So you're looking straight down at the floor, just gaze over the tip of your nose. Keep your feet on the floor and just lift your chest, like someone's pulling you up from your wrists. You should feel your torso lift up and down with your breath. One more inhale to lift your heart, and then exhale, come down. Let's just switch the cross of your thumbs and your fingers. Put the other thumb on top and do the same thing when you're ready. Inhale, lift your heart. Take a couple of deep breaths here. One more big breath. And then go ahead and release your hands by your chest. Elbows are going to draw in by your rib cage. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale and lower. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale and lower. Tuck your toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. Send those hips up and back. Take a couple of deep, full breaths here. One more breath. And then look forward. Let's travel to the top of your mat. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Hands on your shins. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Let's do that again. Inhale, see if you can find a little more length in the spine. And then exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Let's go ahead and take our feet a little bit wider. So toe heel your feet apart. Grab the opposite elbows and just hang out here in a forward fold. You can be still. You can sway slowly from side to side. Do whatever feels good in your body. Think about your sitting bones lengthening up to the sky. Carefully release your hands down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, draw the hands together at your heart. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find that nice long spine as you hinge and fold forward. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, plant your hand, step back to plank. This time we'll move slow through a vinyasa. Your exhale brings you all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart. Stop at the top of the breath for a moment. And then as you exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Couple of deep breaths here. One more breath. At the very bottom of your next exhale, look forward, walk or float the feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, hands come together at your hearts. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, plant those hands, step back to plank, and lower, slow chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here a couple of breaths. Start to engage that Ujjayi pranayama breath. One more breath. And at the bottom of your exhale, walk or softly float your feet to the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold. This time, stay folded. We're going to take a big step back with your left foot. Find a nice runner's lunge here. So I want you to really slide that left foot way, way back. Your right knee should be directly over your right ankle. Let's drop the left knee to the floor. Keep those toes tucked under and just walk the hands up on that front thigh. So send your hips forward toward the front of your mat and then press away from yourself to make your spine nice and long, shoulders relaxed. If you want to reach up, feel free. We're just going to be here a couple more breaths. One more big inhale, and then bring those hands down. Go ahead and lift your left knee off the mat. We're gonna take a twist. Left hand down, right arm up to the sky. One more inhale, spin the heart open a little more, and then just bring your hand down and stay here. If you have blocks, you are welcome to use them here. I always like to use them for where we're gonna go. We're gonna end up straightening the back leg. So I want you to look forward, really lift the heart and the gaze, and then press either into the floor or into the blocks and fold over your front thigh. We're gonna stay here a few breaths. So I want you to put your energy in your right hip. Draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Take another breath here. On your next inhale, find a runner's lunge. Look forward. As you exhale, we're gonna fold and just move with your breath a couple of times. Your inhale is the lunge. Your exhale is the fold. Let's do that one more time. We're gonna stay in the fold again. So options, you can stay right here, or your left hand stays down and take a twist. That right arm goes up to the sky. Now your left foot, you're on the ball of your left foot. So that heel is lifted. One more breath, whether you're twisted or not. If you're twisted, release the right hand down. Let's all come back to the lunge. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. If you've got blocks on your mat, you can move them away. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up to the sky. And then go ahead and take your hands behind your back. So we're gonna lace the fingers just like that. And then let your hands slide down your booty as you gaze up. Big inhale. Lead with your heart. If you can keep your fingers laced, do. Otherwise, grab your strap or towel in between your hands and have one piece in each hand. And then just hold it here. Now you can stay still here. If you like to add a little bit of a movement, bend your right knee and peel your left shoulder open. Draw that left hip back. And then if you're doing that, take it the other way. Look over that right shoulder, draw the right hip back. And if that felt good for you, you can do it again on each side. Otherwise, just come back to your forward fold. One more breath. And then release your hands down to the floor. From here, inhale, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. From here, we're gonna take a big step back now with your right foot. So find that runner's lunge. Let's drop the right knee to the mat. Walk the hands up on that left thigh. Relax your shoulders. Send your hips forward toward me. And then press away, getting nice and tall. Couple of deep breaths here. Again, you have that option if you want to reach your arms up. Or just hang out with the hands on the front thigh. One more big inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands to the floor. You're gonna lift your right knee off the mat. Let's take that twist. Left arm goes up to the sky. So as it's going up, see if you can lean back to open that heart up toward the ceiling. One more inhale, and then left hand comes down. So if you use your blocks or your paper towels, you can grab them again. Frame your left foot this time. So all I want you to do is look forward and reach back with your right heel at the same time. So you can engage that quadricep of the right leg. And then we're gonna fold forward over your left leg. And we're gonna stay here. So you might have a bent left knee, that's totally fine. You're working toward a straight leg. You're drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. You're on the ball of your right foot, your head is relaxed, shake your head out, yes and no. One more breath here. And then inhale, find your lunge. Exhale, find your fold. And move with your breath a few more times on your own. One more time through. And then we'll stay in the fold again. So you have the option to repeat what we just did, or you have the option to take that twist. So your left arm goes up. While you're twisting, if you're coming with me, draw that left hip back. You should feel a nice stretch on the outside of your left hip here. One more inhale. As you exhale, we'll all come back to that runner's lunge. If you've got blocks in your way, you can move them back to the front. This time we're gonna step your left foot back to plank. Hold it here. Take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart for cobra, or upward facing dog is always an option. Let's stay a couple extra breaths. Send that heart forward, make this feel good, and then make your way to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in down dog. At the end of your next exhale, let's step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. We're back in that runner's lunge. But this time we're gonna rise up to crescent pose. Arms reach up, shoulders slide down your back. So your toes, take a look at your right toes. Make sure they're facing the front of your mat. And I want you to imagine there's a special button right underneath your right big toe. So I want you to really ground and press that imaginary button. And then on your next inhale, keep pressing the button. Try to straighten your right leg. Focus your eyes on something that isn't moving. And then as you exhale, bend back into your knee. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Go slow. Your inhale is when you straighten and you press down. 1 more time. We'll meet back here in crescent and take a twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Try to open and expand your wings from fingertip to fingertip. Right hand to your back thigh. Inhale, reach up and back, exalted warrior. And then open into warrior 2. So check your feet. Left toes are slightly forward. Right toes are facing the front. And then sink into this right knee. You're striving toward a 90-degree angle, right knee over that right ankle. So as always, I want you to press actively in the outer edge of your left foot. As you do that, you should feel the muscles in that left leg get active while you're also sinking forward in the right knee. Your right knee should be going toward the pinky edge of your right foot. So think about that knee kind of, I don't want to say rolling out, but it's not rolling in. So press it toward the right pinky. Keep that and then inhale, reverse your warrior. Side angle pose, bring that forearm to your thigh, left arm up to the sky, or any variation that feels good for you tonight. If you want to go deeper and bring your hand down to the floor, feel free. If you want to take your arm over the ear. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Keep sending that right knee forward. Put a little extra energy. And then come back to side angle pose. Any option you want here. We're holding it here nice and slow tonight. Feel those muscles warming up. Come on back to warrior 2. Let's straighten your right leg. Reverse your triangle, reach to the back of your mat. And then come on up, bring your arms parallel to the floor. If you'd like to shorten your stance, do it right now, bumping your left foot up a little bit. And then reach forward, so just keep reaching. When your body does not go any further, bring your right hand down, left arm up. So we're gonna do that clock arm movement with your left hand. So as you're inhaling, start to reach to the back of your yoga mat. And then as you exhale, you're gonna fold over your front thigh. That arm's coming down. We're making a big circle. Flip that palm so it's facing the screen as you inhale, reach up. As you're reaching back, you're gonna exhale, fold, that palm turns inward toward your body. Do that 1 more time, big circle. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale and fold. We're gonna meet with that arm back up to the sky. Couple more breaths, yogi's choice, what you wanna do with your arms. Maybe a half wrap if you want to get into your shoulders. One more breath here. And then just come on back up. We're going to turn your right foot in, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So if you take your arms to the sides, imagine that you had a string, okay, that was coming down from your wrist and it would hit your ankle. So that's about how far you want your feet to be. It should be in line with your ankle. So we're all going to be different. Like John's got super long legs. So John, you're probably really wide right now. From here, inhale, reach your arms up and then reach forward toward the screen. So stay parallel to the floor. Inhale, get longer, and then allow your hands to come down, fold over your thighs, shake your head out a little bit. And then you can pick an option here. Maybe you go for grabbing your ankles, maybe your big toes, or maybe just keeping your hands right here is enough for you right now. We'll have another opportunity on the other side to do something different. So if you're feeling like going upside down, you want to go into a headstand, you are welcome to do so. Obviously, I'm not there to support you. So as long as you can do so safely, you want to bring your head down and hug those elbows in before you make your way up. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then go ahead and just walk your arms out in front of you. So if you're upside down, take your time coming down. So your hands are right underneath you. We're going to plant your left hand down. Right arm's going to go up to the sky. See if you can try to keep your hips parallel to the floor. You might even want to try coming up on the fingertips. See if that allows you to spin your heart open a little bit more. One more big inhale and then release it, and we'll switch it up. Right hand down, left arm up to the sky. Keeping your hips square and maybe coming onto the fingertips, allowing your heart to spin upward a little bit more. On your next exhale, release your hand down. We're going to bring your hands to your hips and find a long spine to rise all the way back up. From there, turn your right foot forward, come back to your warrior 2. From here, we're going to bring your hands to the floor. Your right foot should be in the middle of your mat facing forward. We're going to step your left leg up, standing split. So you might know right away, I want to bring my hands to my ankle, or you might know, I want my blocks here. So use whatever works for you. Hands can be on the floor. If you want to take handstand hops, you would bend that right knee and then pick up with the left leg, try to get a little bit of hang time. Or you can just stay in your standing split. Let's take 1 more breath and then let your left foot come down next to your right. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and just fold. We're going to take your feet hip width distance apart if they're not there already. Those peace fingers, find your big toes with them. Inhale, look forward, elongate the spine. From there, elbows flare to the side as you bring your torso down. And then once you're folded, put your awareness in your shoulders. Try to create space between your ear and your shoulder. So you're upside down, but your shoulders are drawing down your back, even though it's in an upward position. Shake that head out, yes and no. If you feel like you're holding tension, let it go. And then carefully release your toes. Inhale, look forward. And forward fold. With a long spine, inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up, keep your feet where they are. Bring that right hand down, left arm is gonna reach up and over the ear. The hand can be on the thigh, at the hip, or behind your back. Inhale, both arms reach up, look up, and take it the other way. On your next inhale, both arms reach up, and then exhale, hinge and fold forward over your thighs. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. And let's lower slowly. Can you challenge yourself to lower slow? Take your time. You guys have such good core strength. And make your way to down dog when you are ready. Let's take about 3 or 4 resting breaths here. Child's pose is always an option. Do a little mental scan of your body. Is your mind staying focused on your breath, on your practice? It hasn't wandered off to what's going for dinner or what you're doing later. Stay present. Let's go together with a big inhale through your nose, a letting go sigh out the mouth. Take another inhale. This time as you exhale, let's step that left foot to the top of your mat. Make sure that knee is over your ankle. And when you are ready, find a long spine and then come on up to crescent pose. Shoulders slide down your back. Maybe you slide the ball of your right foot back a little bit more. So just like on the other side, your left toes, make sure they're facing forward and find that little imaginary button underneath your left big toe. As you inhale, press down in that button and straighten the leg, and then exhale, sink. 3 more with your breath. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. 2 more. We'll meet in crescent pose. Take your twist when you're ready. Left arm back, right arm forward. Gaze back at that left hand. And then bring your gaze forward. Left hand to your right thigh, exalted warrior, reach up and back. 1 more big inhale, and then open into warrior 2. So check your alignment. Left toes face forward, sink into that knee. Check your back foot. The right toe should be in just a little bit, and this back leg, you should feel your quadriceps engaged as you press firmly in the outer edge of that right foot. A nice calm gaze over your left hand. Inhale, reverse the warrior. We're gonna stay a few breaths, make this feel good. Side angle pose. Find an option you wanna start with. We'll be coming back here in a moment, so you can switch it up if you like. Inhale, reverse again, reach up and back. 1 more time, side angle pose. Stay a few breaths. You can always do that half wrap. If you did that on the other side, make sure you do that again on this side, unless you have a shoulder injury. On your next inhale, come on back, warrior 2. Stay here a few breaths. Challenge your mind here. This is a hard pose to stay in for so long, but you have that physical strength and mental strength to stay calm in this pose. 1 more breath, and then straighten that left leg. Inhale, reverse your triangle, reach up and back. And then take that length with you as you come on up. Maybe you shorten your stance right here, bumping that right foot forward. Reach, 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 and then left hand down, right arm up to the sky. So we're gonna do that big arm circle again. So as you're inhaling, reach your right arm back towards your back of your mat by the right foot, and then as you begin to exhale, flip the palm toward your body. Reach, reach, reach. As you inhale, flip that palm toward the screen. Reach back, and as you begin to exhale, fold, flipping that palm in. Let's do that 1 more time. And then we'll stay a couple of extra breaths. Yogi's choice, what you want to do with your arms. One more breath. And then inhale, come on up. We're going to turn your left toes in this time, finding that stance again where the wrists are in line with your ankles. Big toes in, heels out. Let's take the hands behind you, lace the fingers. And then inhale, look up. So little back bend as your hands slide down your backside. And then lead with your heart. Come forward. Keep reaching. Let your heart lead you. And then fold. Now, if this bothers your back because you need some support on the floor, go ahead and release your hands to the floor. If you prefer to grab your ankles or big toes, by all means, feel free. Another option for a headstand if you want one. 3 more deep breaths here. Can you lengthen up through your sitting bones? And let go in your neck. One more breath. Release your hands to the floor. And we're going to lengthen the spine, bring your hands to your hips, and then rise on up. From here, turn your left toes forward. Come on back, warrior two. Just gaze over the hand. On your next exhale, the hands are going to come down to the floor. Your left foot should be in the middle of your mat, facing the front of your mat. Your right leg reaches up to the sky. Again, your options, one or both hands can go to your ankle. They can go to your block, or handstand hops. You would bend that left knee and reach up through the right foot. Take a couple of hops. See if you can find a little hang time. By keeping that foot down on the floor, it'll prevent you from flipping over. Take one more inhale wherever you are. Release your right foot down next to your left. From here, you're going to inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold. Okay, so take your feet hip width distance again. You can repeat what we did before, peace fingers to the big toes, or 2 options you can do here. You can stick your hands underneath your feet. Notice my toes go all the way to the wrist crease, so you really have to kind of shove the hands underneath you. One other option you could do here is take your arms behind you, and then wrap around the front. So it's like a pretzel shape, and then you fold. So pick one, any one you like. Another nice deep hamstring opener for you. Think about your sitting bones lengthening upward as your torso comes closer to your thighs. Head is relaxed. 2 more deep breaths here. So if you've got Padahastasana where your hands are under your feet, please carefully remove them. I don't want anybody falling out of that. And then go ahead and just roll yourself all the way up to standing. So we are going to grab your strap or dish towel, whatever you have. So grab one of these guys. And we're going to set up for pyramid pose. So let's start with the right foot forward and the left foot back. Now, how far back should you be? That's a good question. So you want to keep your hips facing the front of your mat. You don't want to slide your left foot back so much that your left heel is lifted like I'm doing right now. So bring it so that your left foot is flat and your hips are square. From there, bring the strap or towel in your left hand and let it fall behind. Looks like that in your left hand. Your hips are still facing the front of your mat. Your right arm reaches behind. And then you can walk your hands as close together as you can. Keep your energy and awareness in your right hip. Keep drawing it back. You can even press in that little button again with your right big toe and look up. Take a big inhale here and then lead with your heart. Press, press, press into your right big toe. Keep drawing your right hip back and you fold. And then you're going to ask yourself right here, is this bothering my back? And if there's any hint of a yes, please release your hands to the floor. It is not worth harming your back if it bothers you. Now, you can draw the chin toward the chest, but keep drawing that right hip back. You don't have to draw the chin to the chest. One more big breath. On your next inhale, press into that button as you rise up. Release your arm, shake it out, and step your left foot forward. We're just gonna switch it up. That right foot's gonna step back. Set yourself up here. It might feel different on this side. You might have a closer stance. You might need to step further back. So left big toes pressing down. Your strap is in your right hand. Allow it to fall behind you. Your left arm is gonna reach behind and walk your hands up. I don't know about you guys, this side is much more open for me. From here, you're gonna inhale, lift your heart, look up. You are pressing down in your left big toe. You are drawing your left hip back as you come forward, keep coming forward, forward, and eventually you're folding with that long spine. Draw that left hip back. Again, if this bothers your back, please, please, please release your hands to the floor or your blocks. One more full inhale and full exhale. On your next inhale, lead with the right elbow and a long spine. Come all the way up and release that. Step that right foot forward. You can let your strap go. Shake your legs out. Let's do one balancing pose tonight because we haven't done any yet. So let's set up for tree pose. So your left foot's gonna stay down and you're gonna bring your right foot either to your ankle, below your knee, or above your knee. Bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders are relaxed. You can lift the arms. You can lift the gaze. You can close your eyes. Keep rooting down in the left foot, lengthening up through the crown of the head. 2 more breaths. Stay where you are with your legs. Just bring your hands back to your heart if you extended the arms. And then release your right foot down. Shake it out. And then switch sides when you're ready. So spread the toes of your right foot. Place your left foot anywhere but on top of your knee. Hands at the heart, you might already notice, do I balance better? Or is this where I'm more of a windy tree? Maybe arms reach up. Maybe you're blowing around in the wind. The imaginary Santa Ana winds, maybe. Two more breaths. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze upward. Hands are going to come to your heart, and then release that foot down, shake those legs out. And then we're going to make our way onto the floor. So we are going to be using our strap, so don't get rid of your towel or strap yet. Let's start with Janu Shirshasana. We're going to extend your left leg and bring your right foot in. We're going to grab your left thigh and spiral it in toward the bottom of your right foot. That helps root your sitting bone down into the floor. I want you to flex your left toes toward you. Now you have an option right here to wrap a strap or towel, wrap it around your hands, and pull your heart forward. That is an option for you. Otherwise, you're inhaling the arms up, you're twisting toward that leg, and then reaching and folding over that extended leg. Think of each inhale as elongating your spine, and each exhale as bringing your torso closer to your thigh. One more breath. All I'm gonna have you do is walk your hands back up. So if you've got the strap, you can let that go. Where we're gonna go from here, this leg that's extended, I want you to take it out to the side. And then glue that right foot into your inner thigh again, like we just had it, like a tree pose. Flex those left toes, inhale the arms up, and then take a side body stretch. Now this left arm might be on your shin. You can grab your block and place it on your block, or if you have the space to have your arm on the floor, you can go there. But put some energy in your left leg. Flex the toes, engage the muscles. and then come all the way up. Okay, so this leg that's extended, now you're gonna take it up and over. We're gonna take a twist. So when your leg comes up and over, make sure that your tushy cheek is not lifted like mine is. You want it down. So if you need to put your leg here, put your foot here, that's fine. It doesn't have to physically go over the knee. Then from here, you're gonna sit up tall, take a big inhale, reach your right arm up. You're gonna hook the elbow. If you don't have space for that, hook your palm. And we're gonna look back. Look back over your left shoulder. Every inhale, you get taller. Every exhale, you suck that belly button in and look back. One more breath. Bring your gaze back to center. Lean over to the right side just for a little counter stretch. And then come on up. Unwind your legs, we'll switch it up. So now your right leg is forward a little bit to the side, left foot into your inner thigh. Roll that thigh inward. And then either strap or towel around your foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Twist a little and then reach, reach, reach. Or pull on that strap. Active right leg, long spine. Each inhale brings you taller, longer. Exhale brings you closer to your thigh. One more breath. Slowly on an inhale, walk those hands up, release the strap if you're using it. Take that right leg now to the side, left foot into your inner thigh. Flex your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up and take a side body stretch. Two more breaths. And then come on up. We're gonna take this right leg now, either in front of your left shin or across your body. As long as this right cheek is on the mat, you don't want it lifted, okay? So sit up nice and tall. We're gonna take the right hand behind you. Inhale, reach that left arm up and hook the elbow or the palm as you look back over that right shoulder. Lengthen on the inhales, twist, suck the belly button in on the exhales. One more breath. And then bring that gaze forward. Take the arms to the left side and just lean into the mat. And then go ahead and come on up. All right, we are going to lay on our backs. Trying to think if there's anything you're gonna wanna come up for. You're gonna need this guy, strap or towel. If you wanna use a block for our shoulder stand, have a block handy. If you have a towel to cover your eyes for Shavasana, grab it all now so you don't have to come back up. Okay, so let's come down on our spine. We're gonna first just take a quick hip opener and then we'll go deeper in a moment. So let's start with the left ankle on top of your right thigh. Just take a figure four stretch, lacing the fingers behind your right thigh, flexing both feet and drawing the thigh toward your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths here. If you are not feeling anything at all, you can take a pigeon on your back, maybe baby cradle that leg to bring that thigh closer to you. If you're feeling plenty here, stay here. And then just release it and switch it up for me. Right ankle on the left thigh, lace the fingers behind your left leg and draw that leg toward you. Good. And again, if this isn't enough for you, you can draw that shin toward your chest or baby cradle the leg. One more breath. And then release your left foot to the floor. We're gonna grab your strap and place it on the ball, like right there on the ball of your right foot. That's where you want your strap. So you can really press into the strap and reach up. It can go into the middle of your foot as well. And then you're gonna wrap the strap around your hands one time. Make sure this right leg is straight. Little micro bend is a good thing. You don't wanna lock the knee. And then straighten the left leg if that's okay on your back. If it's not, you're bringing it back in for support. So your shoulders are relaxed and you're drawing that leg toward you. One more breath. And then we'll move the straps into your left hand. We're gonna go right into the twist from here. So your right arm's gonna fall to the floor. You're looking at your right arm, and I want you to keep your shoulder glued to the mat as you guide your leg across your body. Take a few deep breaths here. One more breath. You should be feeling this on the outside of your right thigh. On your next inhale, guide your leg back to center. One hand on each strap. From here, I want you to take your left foot, replace your left foot with your right, or replace your right with your left, I should say. Strap near the ball of your foot. So give yourself that straight leg with a little micro bend. Wrap the strap one time around each hand. Straighten the right leg, only if that's okay on your back. And then draw that leg toward you. Shoulders relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. Muscles in your face are relaxed. One more breath. And then release the straps. Your right hand is going to grab both straps. Your left arm goes left, you look left, and you bring that leg to the right side. I don't know about you guys, but I feel so much in these stretches. Right from my hip bone all the way to my knee. That's that IT band. One more breath. Slowly bring that leg back to center and release the foot down. Let that strap go. We are done with Mr. Strap. You can let it go. But now let's grab your block. We're going to start with a restorative bridge. So if you don't have a block, just take an easy bridge, or maybe stick your paper towel roll, if you've got one of those handy, right underneath you. Your body weight might smush a paper towel roll though. So let's just start right here for a moment. Let the weight of your hips weigh down on your block. And then take your legs up to the sky for that nice restorative shoulder stand. So if you don't have a block, you can certainly take your shoulder stand here. I only encourage you to go into a full shoulder stand only if you know how to do it where you're not going to injure your neck. There's a lot of risk for injury in that pose. So this is just a safer way to do it. I always go the safe route. Try to have your legs straight up, your hip bones to your knees, to your ankles. Maybe close your eyes. Just allow gravity to work its magic here. Two more deep breaths. Slowly begin to bring your feet down to the floor one at a time. You've got that block underneath you. Press into your feet, lift the hips, and remove the block. Lower safely to the floor. And draw your knees into your chest. Let's just find a quick happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet, draw your knees down, Gently rock from side to side, trying to press your sacrum down into the floor. And then bring those legs together. Let's draw your right knee in, let your left leg be long. Squeeze that knee in just like we did at the beginning of our practice tonight. And then guide your knee across your body, extending your right arm, looking over the shoulder. Breathe into your low back. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back to center. And switch it up. Draw your left knee in. Squeeze it in. And then as you exhale, take it across your body. Left shoulder stays on the floor. One more breath here. And then bring that knee back to center. Hug your right knee in to meet your left. Take those forearms, wrap them around yourself. Give yourself that hug that you might be missing during this pandemic. I miss hugs so much. Lift your nose up towards your knees. Give yourself a big hug of gratitude. And then as you exhale, let it go into our final pose, Shavasana. Allow your feet to maybe come off your mat. Feet flop open, palms up to the sky. Maybe you tuck your shoulders underneath your back. And then take a big inhale through your nose. And an open mouth sigh out the mouth. We'll be here for just a couple of minutes, and then I will guide you out of this Shavasana.
Way up high. Fly so high. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where trouble moves like lemon drops away above that chimney tops. This where you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly so high.
Slowly begin to bring some awareness back to the body. Wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. On your next inhale, reach your arms over your head onto the floor for one final stretch from the fingertips all the way down to your toes. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Carefully let your knees fall to the right. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands together at your heart, closing the eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a long, slow inhale through the nose and just fill up slowly. Pause at the top. And exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale slow. Exhale slowly. And then just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Hopefully, open heart, quiet mind. I'm going to end our class with the same quote I started with. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. So go out and overwhelm the world with your kind acts, little deeds that truly do make a difference. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. May the sun always shine through your heart, into your smile, and warm your soul. Namaste.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.